policy priority. And that's the need to develop Ghana into an aviation hub in the sub-region. And the ministry, believes that in doing so, they should engage the services of a new partner. If you look at the document critically, it says that because of serious financial constraints of the company, that's the Ghana Airport Company, arising out of Terminal 3 credit facility, it is making it difficult for significant progress to be made on this front. Additionally, and this is a letter this is a document by the Aviation Ministry. Additionally, the strict management of the national economy by the Finance Ministry or the Ministry of Finance, coupled with the commercial nature of the operations of the company, are also making it difficult for the government to borrow concessionary funding for Ghana Airport Company Limited. So one major option available to the company, therefore, is to engage strategic partnership to help the company prosecute its agenda and help the government to attain the vision of making Ghana an aviation hub. Now listen to this carefully. So we're told of how the proposals are ongoing and everything. But if you read the project vision and scope, Kojo, it says that now the Turkish consortium of TAF SUMA in 2017 also expressed interest in working with the Ghana Airport Company to jointly execute this initiative. Considering the aggravated situation of the aviation sector globally due to COVID-19 pandemic, with virtually no revenue inflows to the Ghana Airport Company Limited, it stands to reason that perhaps engaging the consortium of TAF SUMA to explore a win-win partnership undertaking would be beneficial to all parties and would serve the national interest in this process. So since 2017, there was that expression of interest. But the minister is telling us that because of the nature of the current situation in which we all find ourselves, COVID-19, he thinks it is important around this time to achieve a win-win situation.
Right.
So what's the win-win we're talking about? It's important we look at the win-win we're talking about. I would indicate what the Ministry of Aviation talks about in this particular document, which talks about some of the projects that they are going to be embarking on. And I also would read another document from June. So this is a document that is coming from March, and I'll read one that is coming from June, so that we'll have a better understanding. So as part of the earlier document, which was prepared by the Ministry of Aviation, it talks about, the development of certain projects.
Right.
Okay. So if you go to that particular document, and I just would take you to, the 2.5 subcomponent, it said develop series of KPIs and SLAs to govern the delivery of outputs, and facilitate the measurement of airline business growth, which should include the following: aircraft movement, new airline addition, passenger throughput numbers, cargo expansion, service improvement, and transit stays. As a result, these are the infrastructural expansion. Numerous potentially new infrastructure projects can be explored to include the following: Terminal 3 car park and airlines offices development, refurbishment of Terminal 2, and I want people to note these down because I'll come back to them. Refurbishment of Terminal 2, rehabilitation of Terminal 1, development and growth of FBO and new runway development, relocation of Air Force Base to Pram Pram, development of new barracks and runway, and relocation of Jubilee, that's the presidential lounge, and development of travelators on airside. So that's what's coming from the Aviation Ministry.
Right.
Now, I have in front of me a document from, the consortium partners, TAF SUMA. So this is and this is what they have prepared, work plan and inputs. And this is dated 2nd June 2020. You can look at it, 2nd June 2020.
Yeah,
just to be sure that this is what we have. So if you look at that particular document, it starts from here, and it's important we just put this out before we get to speak to the Aviation Minister. So it talks about, dear Sir, we TAF SUMA submit the following work plan and inputs based on our February interactions with the Aviation Minister and Managing Director of Ghana Airports Company Limited. These projects components are based on establishing key performance indicators and service level agreements where TAF SUMA Consortium will provide refinancing loan for up to 300 million USD based on the dual tranche financing. So in the morning when you were introducing, you talked about how the Ghana Airport Company Limited went for this loan facility of about 400 million, out of which $275 million was used for the construction of Terminal 3. The remaining amount was used to, 45 million was used to service existing loans which they had, and some were also used to expand some and construct some, airport facilities in the Volta region as well as well. So that's something that they used that money for.
Right.
Now, if you look at the refinancing bit of it, so far the Ghana Airport Company Limited has been able to pay about $100 million of that. So what they have left, and I just would get the document so that I give you verbatim how much they have left, so that it doesn't look like I am paraphrasing.
But are they in default? I mean,
no,
they paid 100 million, but are they behind?
They're not in default
on payments.
They're not in default. So they started paying from, it had a 2-year moratorium. Okay, so they started paying in 2017 after it was contracted in 2015.
Okay.
So currently, they have paid a total of $85 million.
Okay.
A total of $85 million. I just would want to get that clarification. They are left with the 2020 year. Once the year comes to an end, they would pay that. But this is Tafsuma saying, we will provide refinancing loan for up to 300 million USD based on the dual tranche financing, and up to a 15 tenor provided by DFIs and institutional investors, and up to 12-year tenor by the commercial bank. So the loan is in two tranches. So there's a DFI bit and there's a commercial bank bit. So the DFI will be extended by 15 years and the commercial bit by this thing. And also inject $120 million as a shareholder loan to cover financial shortfalls and invest up to $70 million into the Kotoka International Airport within the next 5 years. So the shareholder loan, Kojo, that we're talking about basically is that. So when a company sometimes needs financing, shareholders could actually inject loans into it.
Right.
Now that would become what they call like a junior loan. So if you have other loans, you service them before you get to the shareholder loans. But in here, you're told also that this shareholder loan will be senior to dividends. It means that you must pay it before, if you have any dividends to pay, you pay. So that's it. You pay the loans. That's normal. You'd have to pay before.
Right. I get that.
Then it talks about tax for key performance indicators and service level agreements, which are all stated here. But let's just look at the shareholding structure of it, Kojo. So if you look at page 3 of this document, it says the proposed framework.
So we're now looking at those who own this
new company. Yes.
Okay.
So it says Tafsuma Consortium will form a new company, NewCo, in partnership with the Ghana Airport Company Limited. Now, NewCo will take over the operations of the existing Kotoka International Airport immediately once the terms are agreed. This is the shareholding structure. 33% for TAV Airports, and 33% for SUMA, and 34% for the Ghana Airport Company Limited. So the partners will have 66%, and the Ghana Airports Limited will have 34%.
Right.
It goes on
almost an equal split between
yes,
three.
Yes, almost an equal.
Okay.
Almost an equal split. It says TAV and SUMA will inject a shareholder loan, of which I've already talked about, of up to 120 million USD to NewCo to cover financial shortfall as well as new investments, and the shareholder loan will be senior to dividend payment until 100% of it is paid. I just read a bit and I get to the budget of the Ghana Airport Company Limited.
Okay.
So that we look at the budget of the Ghana Airport Company Limited, look at the plans that they had and the plans that TAFSUMA are also bringing on board. So it says that now NewCo will be managed with a mindset to maximize revenues and minimize expenses, while current employees of the Ghana Airport Company Limited at Kotoka, except employees that the Ghana Airport Company Limited or aviation would like to retain, will be retained by NewCo. It is understood that there are currently 1,578 employees with an annual cost of 164 million per annum. NewCo will assume the number of employees and cost up to these figures. And then it says when international passenger per annum reaches 5 million, an investment for a new terminal will start at Kotoka International Airport. So there's a plan for a new terminal. Now let's get to the Ghana airports. Their budget for 2020, Kojo, and I take you to page 18 under the main headline, Financial Perspective and the Objectives. Now, I'm taking you there because it is important we look at a few things. That's why I talked about the infrastructure expansion. Now, so it says, intensify air services development to increase number of airlines operating to and from the Kotoka International Airport. If you look at, this document that I have, the airline business growth says new airline addition. Do you see it in the plans that the Ghana Airport Company Limited has? They say intensify air service development to increase number of airlines operating to and from Kotoka International Airport.
Yeah.
So that's part of their plans that they have. Okay. Then, and so that's the objective. So the action plan will be acquire routes development software to improve route targeting analysis in order to identify new profitable and sustainable routes and attract new airlines. Great. Then we go to the next objective: market and promote the Ghana Airport Company Limited Terminal 3 and regional connectivity from Kotoka International Airport. Then the next one is Terminal 2 reconfiguration. This one says Terminal 2
When you say this one,
okay, let me clarify. So the Aviation Ministry's document talks about a refurbishment of Terminal 2. They're talking about a configuration. So,
and when you say they,
we're talking about the Ghana Airport Company Limited.
So no, you have you have two documents.
Yes.
The first one is
the Ministry of Aviation.
Ministry of Aviation. The other one is the Ghana Airport Company's own development plans.
Yeah.
Very good.
Good. So when you look at Terminal 2 reconfiguration, the specific actions will be continue work on committee to implement areas for approved for revenue generation. Let me continue with the Ghana Airport Company Limited's plans for redevelopment. Improve revenue generation by a minimum of minimum of 10 to 15%. And so as part of the actions, pursue 100% occupancy to minimize voids of commercial spaces and reconfigure Terminal 2 for improved revenue generations. And let me just do the final one so that we continue. It says improve airport ground transportation and as models for revenue enhancement, prevent unauthorized drive-through by motorists. And here they're looking at judiciously utilize the car parks for enhanced revenue. Now, if you look at, so that's from the Ghana Airport Company. If you look at this thing, you're talking about new infrastructure like Terminal 3 car park and airline offices development. They have talked about the fact that as part of plans to increase revenue generation, they intend to ensure the occupation of empty spaces which they currently have. And talking about occupation of empty spaces, you do know that McDan Logistics currently occupies Terminal 1.
Yes.
Yes, McDan occupies it. So that's just by way of a background to all the issues.
They occupy it to provide services to the U.S. Army.
Yes.
Okay.
So that's just by way of a bit of a background to it. So we know now that some of these challenges are the reasons why they're trying to do it. But before we even continue, Kojo, talking about TAF and talking about what they bring on board, Kojo, because we're told that the problems are as a result of COVID-19. So if you just go to the TAF website, for instance, a document which I'm sure you have also, it says we will emerge out of this crisis even stronger. So, and it says TAF Airport Holdings Executive Board Member and CEO Sunny stated that 2019 was a year of all-time highs in Turkish tourism, and 2020 poised to be another great year as we achieved a 13% growth in international passengers in the first 2 months of the year. However, with the spread of COVID-19 pandemic to Europe, which is our main source market, one after another, authorities started restricting flights to and from the airports that we operate, starting with the last week of February, and airlines started grounding their planes due to cancelled flights. By the 4th week of March, the international traffic in our airports dropped almost to zero. The guidance that we disclosed for 2020 is thus no longer valid. And due to uncertainties regarding the duration of the said precautions, we cannot share a revised guidelines for 2020 at this time. However, as soon as the uncertainty regarding the duration of flight restrictions disappears, we intend to disclose revised 2020 guidelines. In the document that they present to the Ministry of Aviation also, they make the point that all discussions that were had previously would now be subject to COVID-19 trends. What do I mean by that? It means that the discussions that were had previously following the outbreak of COVID-19 would have to be revised because of COVID-19. So one of the questions we would want to find out is, what those revised proposals are going to be.
Okay, we're going to summarize.
Sure.
Okay, we're going to hit on the main points of everything you said because you've shared a lot of information. Okay, so here's how we're going to summarize. The reason for this conversation is because workers of the Ghana Airport Company Limited embarked on a demonstration. They were not happy. They said that government is allegedly planning to privatize the Ghana Airport Company. Okay, they said government is using the aviation ministry to hand over the company to a Turkish investor. They said they can't allow that, and then they protested as a result. Okay, they invoked curses and all kinds of things during this protest. They were very, very upset. Now, the aviation minister had already dismissed reports that the airport was being sold, and he said that the public should disregard, any of such claims. But then the workers also said they don't believe the minister, and they said that government is rather deliberating with stakeholders, including the Ghana Airport Company, a proposed strategic partnership arrangement between Ghana Airport Company and this company called TAV Suma Consortium. Okay, TAV Suma is made of two companies, TAV Airports and Suma. Okay, so what you've done is you've actually brought to light in the documents that you've shared what the actual arrangement is. The arrangement is that Ghana Airport Company, TAV and Suma are coming together to create a company called NUCO. NUCO will then manage the airports, and NUCO will be paid from proceeds of the activities of the airport.
Yeah.
Now, the shareholding of this company NUCO is pretty much equal between government of Ghana, TAV, and Suma. Okay. And the idea is that these companies are going to work together to achieve a certain number of objectives. One of the objectives is to turn Ghana airports into a sort of regional hub, so that airlines will come and fuel here and so forth. This will be a big revenue generator. In addition to that, they want to do some refurbishments and to beef up the setup in our airports from Terminal 2 and Terminal 3. Am I summarizing correctly?
You are summarizing.
All right. Now the problem is that when the ministry wrote to the presidency seeking permission to go ahead with this, they stated a certain reason why this was necessary. They said that it was because the company at the moment was struggling to keep up its debt obligations, and that was the reason why there was a need for this injection of capital from this partnership with TAV Suma. Am I right?
Sure.
Okay. TAV Suma is bringing how much?
So TAV Suma is bringing, first of all, a loan of a shareholder loan of $120 million, an investment of up to $70 million over a 5-year period, and also refinance their existing loan agreement. But the existing loan agreement actually, Kojo, the point is that as part of the plans of the Ghana Airport Company Limited, they have plans to also renegotiate the financing of that particular loan because COVID-19 has hit the aviation sector really hard, and like you saw in the TAV statement, because all planes are grounded basically, and we are resorting to domestic travels, they would have to negotiate refinancing of it. And if you look at this document carefully, so page 6 says this work plan is prepared in line with conditions. That's from the TAV Suma document to the Aviation Ministry. This work plan is prepared in line with conditions and assumptions of TAV Suma, non-binding proposal for the development and management of Kotoka International Airport, dated February 10, 2020, before COVID-19 pandemic. During this analysis, TAV Suma Consortium relied on GACL annual reports and answers provided for the consortium's questions. In accordance with changes in aviation industry in the aftermath of COVID-19, further data collection and a detailed due diligence process will be required to submit a binding proposal with revised figures.
So what we have already been told about the shareholding structure may change.
Could change.
How much they are bringing may change.
May change, yes.
Okay. So this is not a done deal.
No, it's not a done deal.
Nobody has signed on the dotted line.
No, it's not a done deal.
Okay. But the argument being made by the workers is that this deal is not needed. Am I right?
Sure. So the workers have made a few points. Now, the workers have first of all indicated that they think this is not necessary. They think that they haven't received, they make the point that they haven't received any stimulus package from government so far, and they have still been able to survive. And they argue that if the Ghana Airport Company Limited needs money, which they admit that because of COVID-19 they've all been impacted, they could do so, one, by renegotiating the terms of the credit facility. If you do so, it gives you a bit of space to be able to operate, one. Two, if it becomes very necessary to inject fresh capital, why don't we float it shares on the Ghana Stock Exchange, as we have seen with some previously state-run institutions like the Ghana Commercial Bank, GCB Bank now, and also GWEL, which are all doing well as a result of floating shares on the stock exchange.
But would that not actually privatize the Ghana Airport Company? Isn't that what they're afraid of, or they are revolting against?
They're actually revolting against privatization, and also the fact that it is going to be managed by foreign entities.
But is that the case? I mean, looking at all the information you have shared.
Well, all the information I have shared with you indicates that the foreign partners would have 66%.
But not 66% of Ghana Airport Company.
They have
66% of a company that is being formed.
Exactly.
To manage
Ghana Airport Company Limited. And so that company that is going to be managing Ghana airports has 66% shareholding by foreign entities.
Right.
And the Ghana Airport Company Limited has 34%.
Yes. So by the time
in deciding to float shares, however, Kojo, you can decide that you want to float, say, 10% of your stake. That will still make you a majority shareholder. You can decide to float 40. It still makes you a majority shareholder. But under the circumstances as you have it now, that new company that's going to take over the running of it would be 66% owned by the foreign entity.
And who will own the Ghana Airport Company?
No, so the Ghana Airport Company Limited would have 34% shares in it.
Yes, so the Ghana Airport Company Limited will remain 100% owned by government of Ghana.
Yes, by the people of Ghana, yes.
Okay.
Except that their control of the Kotoka International Airport now will be reduced to 34% if this agreement goes through.
Is it their control of the airport or their stake in a new company being formed to control the airport?
So the new company controls the airport. Not totally, for a certain number of years. I mean, we need to clarify that.
Yes.
Not totally.
Right. So it seems to me what we have here is a deal to create a new company.
Yes.
That company's purpose will be to manage Kotoka.
Yeah.
Right? And the shareholding in that company is 34% government of Ghana, 66% foreign. But that company is not Ghana Airport Company. That company is a new company.
The new company, yes.
That is coming to run Kotoka.
Yes.
Not Ghana Airport Company.
No, Kotoka.
But the workers of Ghana Airport Company are saying that instead, the government should sell a percentage of Ghana Airport Company. And they are saying that is a better option.
Yeah.
Interesting. We'll speak to the aviation minister on this and other issues shortly. Right now, though, some important messages, including this one from Cowbank.
Mommy, I'm hungry.
Oh, Hima, today is Mommy's day off, so you can order anything you want.
Anything I want?
Anything. You can call me Dada Cash today.
Yay, pizza.
You crazy, making promises. Do you even have enough cash on you?
Honey, just watch and learn. Hello? I'd like to place an order for 2 large pizzas and 2 large drinks.
Sure, sir. You can pay cash on delivery.
Oh, forget the cash. I'll be paying with CowPay. It's quicker and faster.
Pay for anything online and take control of all your payment transactions with CowPay on the CowBank app. Visit the Play Store or the App Store and download the CowBank app to make bank and mobile transfers. Request a checkbook, stop a check, and also have access to the CowPay payment platform. CowBank app. Forget the cash.
By 10 a.m., 5 million Ghanaians have you heard at least twice in a total.
Charlie,
in the queue for Hajio's water, and let a Coco Joy around the corner.
So, have you heard that Airtel Tigo calls are free from 5 a.m. to 10 a.m. for 6 months?
6 months?
Yes, you heard right. 6 months of free morning calls when you buy an Airtel Tigo SIM and make a simple transaction on Airtel Tigo Money. Share the news because Hong Kong no get leg. Get an Airtel Tigo SIM today.
Airtel Tigo. Life is simple.
We can only fight a common enemy with a common front. Unity, they say, is strength. That is why the Ghana COVID-19 Private Sector Fund campaign calls on you and you and you to welcome recovered COVID-19 patients, frontline workers, and their families with love and not discriminate against them. With every recovered patient, we are close to winning the war against COVID-19. Recovered COVID-19 patients cannot infect other people. So let's show love to them and appreciate the health workers. Say no to stigmatization and say yes to love and care. Rejection and depression kills faster than coronavirus. Let's reach out in love and accept them. They deserve it even more in these trying times. End the stigma. Let love lead. This campaign is proudly brought to you by Ghana National Petroleum Corporation, Ghana Psychological Association, National Commission for Civic Education, Ghana Medical Association, and Global Media Alliance.
UMB was established in 1972 as the premier bank for the corporate and private sector in Ghana. From our very beginning, as the only Ghanaian bank serving all categories of businesses, we set a standard for excellence and innovation over the past 45 years. We've built a financially healthy and strong bank, demonstrated our commitment to our customers and to growing businesses, and exhibited originality and innovation at every turn. At UMB, our focus is built around people, service, products, and technology. These are the key to our present success and our future triumphs. At UMB, we are poised to make a difference not only with our customers, but also in the banking industry. We invite you to share in our future. Our future starts now with you.
Hello, my brothers and sisters. I'm John Mahama. The Electoral Commission of Ghana is compiling a new voter register in all parts of the country, and all Ghanaians 18 years and above are eligible to register. Whether you have previously registered or voted in an election before, you must register now to be able to vote in the December 2020 elections. The time to make a change is now. Register today to vote in December and make a difference in your life and that of your family. Your vote is your voice. To be able to vote, you must register. Register now, and let's do it for Ghana.
DSTV and the leaks are getting back. Me say the big boys are back.
Is your heart racing yet? I know mine is.
Yeah, crowd near the live sports papa Ebrel. Gigi Dow couch muna budget your favorite stars here. Well, we are sporting leaks are getting papa no ni naso.
Sergio Aguero has conspired in the final. Cristiano Ronaldo! Something special for his hat-trick goal. Lionel Messi does it! A priceless goal from Lionel Messi! Drama from day one! This is the league we want to watch!
Central DSTV Lutum. Never start here. What's support your money now? What be about compare? DSTV Live Sports see about compare.
Oh, Jam, why you make quiet like that?
Anywhere you did, some big dead out.
Akosia, I'm awful. I have to go and deposit today's sales and buy some things before I get home.
Okay, but deposit money at this time. It's past 6 p.m. Which bank is so open?
My daily sales always goes to Stanbic Bank no matter when I close.
Hey.
Even without my debit card, I can still deposit my money at a Stanbic ATM anytime. Stanbic literally follows me everywhere.
Hey, wow. That's good though. Me, when I close late, I have to carry the cash on me home with all the risk.
Hey.
Sometimes even when I hear mosquitoes making noise in my ears, I itch my heart. I wake up to see if the money is still there.
Akosia, don't make me laugh.
I said that you are laughing. I'm serious, laugh.
Imagine all the 1001 ways you can bank safely without leaving your home or office. If you need any help, Send us a message on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram at Stanbic Bank GH. Stanbic Bank. It can be.
Bringing you a sound you can feel.
It's 8:45 on the Super Morning Show. You're welcome back. Joining us on the line is the Aviation Minister, Mr. Joseph Kofi Ada. Mr. Ada, good morning and thank you for your time. Hello, Mr. Ada. Hello, Mr. Ada.
1 hour. Same station.
Right. We're going to try and connect with Mr. Joseph Kofi Ada. He's on the line, just not listening. Hello, Mr. Ada. Good morning. Hello, Mr. Ada. Good morning. Hello, Mr. Ada. Good morning. Mr. Joseph Kofi Ada. Good morning. Okay, we're going to sort this out, but he is on the line. In the meantime, today's agenda is brought to you by Societe Generale, SG Ghana, The Future Is You, and Mala2 anti-malaria drug from Ernest Chemist, providing quality and affordable medicine. Okay, so the eye is our most important sensory organ, accounting for about 80% of our awareness of the environment, yet most of us unfortunately don't take the necessary steps for proper eye care, and as a result we suffer visual illusions, color vision problems, and common sight and reading disorders that can be corrected or managed. With 29 plus years of experience, Robert and Sons Limited Optical Services continues to offer comprehensive eye care services to help address many of these such problems. Their services include all-day comprehensive eye testing with modern equipment, eye specialist services, pediatric eye care services, visual field testing, retina damage detection scan, 100% original and unbeatable frames, and optical products including contact lenses and solutions, corporate eye care services, and much more. Go to Robert and Sons Optical in Adobraka, Usu Dankwa Circle, Tema, Community 6, Ouija, East Legon, Adenta, and Kumasi. For more information, just call 030-222601 or 050-151-9111, or just go to their Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter pages. They're at Robert and Sons Limited. Robert and Sons Optical Services. Seeing is believing. And I believe we have Mr. Joseph Kofi Ada on the line now. Mr. Ada, good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you very much for making the time to speak with us. Yeah. In fact, I realize I haven't had the opportunity to speak to you since the primaries, so our commiserations. We know you fought a good fight. Commiserations on the results from your constituency.
Well, that's what the different matter. It's not over yet.
Okay.
We're just in half time. We just finished half time.
Okay.
Results will be declared very soon.
All right. Very well. Yes. Very well. Okay then. What does that mean, though? I'm sorry. I'm curious. What does that mean?
What does that mean? It means that we've just had promise. That's halftime of the football match. December 7th is when we declare the final results. So it's not over yet.
Oh, okay. I thought the results
the
were
question
announced.
that you have. You call me on something else. Come up with it, please. I'm waiting.
Certainly. So we're curious to understand the arrangement between Ghana Airport Company Limited and TAV Suma. We've been reading some documents. We have a general understanding that you're creating a new company, and there will be almost equal share split between Ghana Airport Company and TAV and Suma on the shares. But this is a company being created to manage the Ghana Airport Company. Can you tell us why this has become necessary?
Number one, we have no proposal before us. We have no concrete proposal before us. Number two, we've just had the approval to now engage the company that has expressed interest to work with us. Number three, we have not even invited the company to come over. So whatever you may have for you may be unsolicited proposals in terms of intentions of the company or what they might want to discuss with us. Officially, as far as I'm concerned, I do not have any concrete proposal from them. Because from the very beginning, I made it very clear that we do not engage any third party on any serious matter unless we've got executive approval, which we now have. So the next thing is for us to call or invite that company to come, for us to put our ideas before them, for us to put their ideas before us, and then we engage. For now, there's nothing concrete before us. So anything that you're reading are just intentions, they're wild ideas of whoever else might want to come into partnership with us. There's nothing solid before us, based on the approval of government.
So
let me stress something very, very clearly so that we do not repeat ourselves. The Ghana Airport Company has not even written to TAF or any other party to come for us to engage. So there's no proposal before us as far as I'm concerned.
So you have executive approval to do what exactly?
To engage TAF, to discuss whatever ideas they may have, and for us to also share with them what we think may be the best interest of the company and Ghana. And that we've not done yet.
Right. So what you're saying is that there has been no communication between the Ghana Airport Company and TAV.
There's no communication as far as inviting them to come for the engagement since the expression of interest has been established and since the executive approval has come as presidency. There's been no correspondence in terms of inviting them to come for us to engage.
Okay, so Mr. Kofi Addo, just by way of clarification, so I have in front of me a document received by the Ghana Airport Company. That's its managing director and is written on its date 2nd June 2020. In this particular document, TAF SUMA is indicating its work plan and inputs and makes a reference to previous engagements with you in February this year. At what point in time did you invite them to bring these work plans following the executive approval that you had?
As far as I'm concerned, we don't invite them to submit any work plan. I have, as a minister, based on the approval from the presidency, shared with the board and through the board, the management, on what I think may be a concept note that we can use to engage them. Nothing official from TAF to us, we are engaged since we got the approval. But before the approval, there's not been anything official that mandated us to engage.
Okay, so since you got the approval, I have a letter here from TAV Airports that says, for the attention of Mr. Yakwakwa, Managing Director, Ghana Airport Limited Company, copied to Joseph Kofi Addo, Minister of Aviation, and it says, Dear Sir, we TAF SUMA Consortium, following we SUMA Consortium submitted the following work plan and inputs based on our February interactions with the Minister of Aviation and Managing Director of the Ghana Airport Company Limited. These projects are based on establishing key performance indicators and service level agreements where TAF SUMA Consortium will provide refinancing loan for up to $300 million based on dual tranche financing and up to 15-year tenor provided by DFIs and institutional investors. Do you have a copy of this letter?
I'm not in my office and I cannot refer to my files and know what is there, but I presume that may be around as well.
That may be what?
That may be there in the office.
And have you seen this? Has it ever come? I mean, have you ever come across this particular?
Let me make something very clear to you. We submit a request to government. Government gives us executive approval. It's not left for us to engage it. If we have written to the board has engaged the management, and management is now going to invite them, then the letter refers to any invitation from the management of Ghana Airport Company to submit any proposal.
No, they refer to a February interaction.
Did the letter invite the TAF company to submit proposals?
Mr. Addo, the letter refers to a February interaction based on which they are submitting a work plan.
Interactions is different from officially inviting them.
Yes, and as a result of whatever this interaction is, they are now submitting a work plan. A work plan, surely that means that they are beyond the points of proposals.
All these are indicative ideas on what they might want to do. And if they are interested in the business, it's their duty and their responsibility to be coming to us as much as they can to get our attention for us to engage them. We are not ready. We have not invited them officially to sit down and go around the table. We will be very clear on this matter as well. As the minister, writing to the board, the next kind of action was for us to set up a working group, number one, and for the working group to agree on an approach on how to engage them. That has not happened. So all these are submissions based on their own ideas, not based on what we are ready to conduct as far as the partnership is concerned. So officially, nothing before government.
Okay, Mr. Ada, why has it become necessary for the Ghana Airport Company to form a partnership of this nature?
I'm not in the position now to go through the details with you on that. I've submitted to a 1-hour interview with your colleague, Aiti. Okay? And gave reasons for all of that. As we speak today, right now, I'm engaging my colleague members of parliament on a draft bill that we want to submit to parliament tomorrow. I'm a little too busy. I'm afraid if you refer to that interview I have Aiti, you get all those details. So I ask for permission, please, to engage my colleague MP. They are sending with me. I don't want to disrespect them. Thank you very much, and may we talk again soon. Thank you.
That was Mr. Kofi Ada, Minister for Aviation.
Yes, so Kojo, the document that I have in front of me here, just by way of, so that's the work plans and inputs for the Ghana Airport Company Limited, TAFSUMA. It was dated the 2nd of June 2020, and it was received by the Managing Director of the Ghana Airport Company Limited on the 4th of June. That is the document that we have in front of us, which Mr. Kofi Ada says he hasn't. It might probably be in his office. He hasn't seen this document.
In fact, what he says is that this document is just the ideas of TAFSUMA. That they have not been asked to bring forward a proposal. Okay, I want us to take a few messages. When we come back, we'll get to the bottom of what a work plan is, and at what point in an agreement is a work plan submitted. Is it before or after a proposal? Stay with us.
Ojam, why you make quiet like that?
Oh, Charlie, I'll go do some POP, give somebody where the cornice is not fine,
I
cry.
always they tell you, see, for decorative roses and cornices, the solution be interface. Them have different imported cornices and roses in different designs and shapes. Installing them be so easy, and it go give your customer the finishing he wants.
Ojam, take me go interface right now before I lose this customer.
Interface Limited is the leading supplier and installer of finishing input materials for the building and construction industry in Ghana. Call us on 0274-999999 or visit our website at www.interfacelimited.com.
Abna, why are you crying?
Why won't I cry out? This has become unbearable. Everywhere I go, I'm treated like an outcast. At home, at work, at the hospital, even at the market. Is it a crime to have TB? Is it a crime to have HIV? It's better I die. Why?
No, Abna, you can't give up and die. Indeed, a new dawn has come for persons living with HIV and those suffering from TB and sexually transmitted infections. WAPCAS, in collaboration with the Ghana AIDS Commission, is shedding light on our rights so we can enjoy equal rights as captured in the Ghana AIDS Commission Act, Act 938. Rights to quality health care, non-discrimination, equal work opportunities, and education. You may call WAPCAS on 030-224-1452 or 055-6233-663 to report any act of discrimination. WAPCAS.
Here for your rights.
WAPCAS and Act 938.
Here for life.
This advert is brought to you by WAPCAS with funding from the Global Fund.
Be happy.
Because the greatest things are born from the smallest of thoughts. Just as your seeds in a rich soil grow to become trees that bear fruits, the Agricultural Development Bank, ADB, helps you sow, invest, nurture, and grow your personal and business plans by serving you with years of banking ingenuity and experience in agribusiness, corporate and commercial banking, consumer finance, e-banking, and many more through our network branches across the country. Whatever the culture, whatever the dream, we grow with you. Call us today on 0302-210-210 or visit www.agricbank.com. ADB, truly agric and more.
Joy 99.7 FM.
Good morning. Wake up to the original magazine show. The Super Morning Show.
8:59 is the time. You're very welcome back to the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. We just talked to the Aviation Minister, Mr. Kofi Ada. He didn't have much time. He said he had to go and speak to members of Parliament. So he cut us short and referred us to an interview he has done with someone else. We're going to get to the bottom of these issues. It's unfortunate he didn't have time to answer your questions, but we will certainly seek to give more information on this matter of the suggested privatization of Ghana Airport Company Limited. All right, now coming up in a short while on the Super Morning Show.
Let's not stigmatize people who suffer from leprosy and who have been cured and so on. Let's love them. Let's show them a lot of love. Let's help them. And there's nothing to fear from a cured leper.
Right, that's the Vice President speaking on the upcoming Part 2 of Withered Skins. Churchill, a fascinating interaction with the Minister. We'll get to that in a moment. I also know that there's somebody who wants to speak on this matter. But first, it's time to bring some life to your home. Aderic Limited, distributors of Whirlpool appliances, are back again with another way to make your life easier and more comfortable. Enjoy the best hire purchase scheme anyone could offer. It's the best deal for salaried workers, businesses and individuals. How does it work? Well, just buy any appliance ranging from Aderic Limited, ranging from their split air conditioners, fridges, freezers, cookers, microwaves and washing machines, or any others, and pay within 3 to 12 months with no interest at all. Yeah, you heard right, no interest at all. For further inquiries, just call 0302-778-126 or 0243-6990-334. Ederic Whirlpool Home Appliances, still no size. Kindly note terms and conditions apply. All right, now we happen to have on the line Parliament's Roads and Transport Committee ranking member and Member of Parliament for Adaklu, Mr. Kwame Agboja. Mr. Agboja, good morning. Thank you for your time.
Good morning, Evan, my brother.
It's Kojo, and we're grateful for your time with us. Now, you've been listening to Mr. Kofi Adda, and you have an intervention.
Yes, first of all, I want to commend you and your colleague for a detailed work done. I'm sure it made it quite impossible for anybody to spin anything about the apparent attempt by government to sell off 66%. In your conversation, you kept asking your colleague, does that mean that if you give out 66%, does that mean they'll control 66%? Of course, if you own 66% of a company, you wouldn't expect the minority shareholder to have a bigger say than you. It's never happened in any boardroom anywhere. But these are the facts, my brother. The Ghana has an ambitious plan to make Kotoka an aviation hub, and this process started way back. Out of that, we started developing the regional airport, and then made Kotoka a key part of that. Some time ago, as you may be aware, we invested over $250 million to expand Terminal 3. In fact, on the Ministry of the Ghana Airport website, we won an award of the most improved airport recently in Africa, most improved airport, because the investment is paying off. On the same website, you notice that the passenger numbers to Kotoka, according to them, it's 2.1 million people in 2019. The basis of the loan that was taken to expand Kotoka was said that we believe that when we expand the airport to about a 5 million passenger capacity per year, we will be able to pay off this loan after a period of time. Currently, we are just about 2.1 million capacity. What does that mean? It means that Kotoka is overcapacitated currently. And because of COVID, we may not be able to reach the 5 million passengers per year for the next 5 to 7 years. So what will be the basis of anybody who is owing money, because if they borrowed money to do expansion, to go and borrow further money when the capacity you built in Terminal 3, the refurbishment of Terminal 2, which has already been done, handing over Terminal 1 to McDan, you cannot even maximize that. So it becomes belief that government is unable to service the loans and everything of the current investment, yet they are thinking of bringing a so-called strategic investor whose own balance sheet in their own company is problematic. Why? Because every airport in the world today will make a loss because of COVID. So you restructure your debt, not necessarily by selling off cheaply. So I was hoping the minister would be bold enough to tell us that government intends to do this. But he's backing away. He's pretending that nothing is before them. And I tell you what, the deal they are trying to do is not in the interest of this country. What we need now is a very prudent way of managing ourselves out of the COVID. And secondly, you remember in the past I said part of the loan to build Terminal 2 was from the Ghana Infrastructure Fund. That fund still had money in it as of the time this the entity government took over. Instead of using that money to do things that would help us, they rather use that money, and like I said in the past, that was part of that money that they are giving to the president-in-law to build the Pullman Hotel. Wouldn't that have been better if you use part of that money to pay off more of the loan of Terminal 3? So I am waiting for him to come up, and when he gets to his office and read the document that he told you he hasn't read, then we can have a better conversation. But I can tell you, what he's saying is a bit short of the fact. Government intend to sell this off. Yes, they haven't signed a contract. That is why I keep telling whoever, Powers and Co., be careful what you put your money in, because the next government might not see this as a deal in the interest of the people of this country.
Interesting, Mr. Abuja. In fact, I'm going to take that contribution from you. Thank you very much for sharing. And Kwame Abuja, of course, is Parliament's Roads and Transport Committee ranking member and member of Parliament for Adaklu. A fascinating development, if you like.
Yes, Kojo. So there we have it. I see lots of workers at the Ghana Airport Company Limited sending us messages and complaining that sometimes that's been, Mr. Haddad's attitude towards workers. But let me just go by way of, wrapping up everything that we've said, Kojo. So we've talked about government's intention to have a strategic partner in the Ghana Airport Company Limited because they want them to manage the operations of the Kotoka International Airport and also embark on some infrastructural expansion. They've talked about the fact that the outbreak of COVID-19 pandemic has made it very difficult for the Ghana Airport Company Limited to meet some of its financial obligations, hence the need to go for this strategic partner. The Ghana Airport Company Limited has also indicated that it's had plans to do a lot of these things, and the very things that they are being told that the new strategic investor is going to do. They've also talked about how, for instance, they were also looking at renegotiating the terms of their loan. And like I read to you, TAF in itself, that's the TAF Airports based in Turkey, has indicated the challenges that they are likely to face also as a result of COVID-19. So, yes, we've spoken to Mr. Kofiada. There are other issues. We'll get to them subsequently, Kojo. There are other issues that has to do with the air passenger service charge and all of that, how the amendment of the Ghana Civil Aviation Act has led to ceding a certain percentage to the aviation ministry. We'll look at all of these things subsequently.
All right. So I was asking the minister whether or not a work plan comes before or after a proposal. This was important because he was telling us that they have not even received a proposal from TAPSUMA and that they have only just got permission from the presidency to engage them. So there has been no proposal. However, we have a letter which outlines a work plan.
Yeah.
So, I mean, for those of you who have done project management courses before, you will know that a work plan is basically a project plan. The same, it's an interchangeable term. A proposal, however, is a document used to request funding to implement a project. Okay? A work plan is a document that outlines how a project will be implemented. Okay? That's the difference. So the question now is, would you send a work plan indicating how you are going to implement a project? Would you send that to somebody who you haven't yet even asked for money to help implement the project? Is that the order in which things are done? That's a question for the professionals. I would certainly like to have some education on that, but those are the questions I'm putting out there. Right then, so you have to say goodbye to memorizing 1,001 short codes. Experience complete one-click access to all MTN services with the My MTN app, and check your airtime, data, and your Momo balance. Buy bundles with airtime or MTN Momo, monitor your data usage and calls made, access your MTN Momo account, and so much more, all with the My MTN app. Download the My MTN app from the App Store or Google Play Store today and get 50 megabytes of data for free. Yeah, 50 meg for free just by downloading the My MTN app. Let's fight COVID-19 together. We are good together everywhere you stay. Okay, now be a citizen. Join EcoBank and Joy FM in the hashtag 10 Ghana Challenge by donating at least 10 Ghana cedis towards the completion of Ghana's first infectious disease center to fight COVID-19 and future pandemics. To donate, dial *725# on any mobile money wallet and follow the prompts using the till numbers 32682570. That's 32682570. Users of EcoBank Mobile can simply donate using the biller option under donations. For further clarification, please call EcoBank 24 hours toll free on 3225. EcoBank and Joy FM cares about you, so please observe all the social distancing and safety protocols in this COVID-19 times. Ghana COVID-19 Private Sector Fund, in this together, surviving together. The hashtag is stay safe. Joy FM radio for discerning listeners, and EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank. Now, have you always wanted to study for UK accredited qualifications online? Well, this is your opportunity. Joy FM and Joy News have partnered with the Commonwealth Enterprise and Investment Council, the SDG Advisory Unit of the Office of the President, the National Commission for Civic Education, and the National Youth Authority to bring you the Commonwealth Home Individual Management Program. That's CHIME program. Study for 36 accredited modules across areas like project management, operational management, customer service, business finance, business administration, business management, and communication techniques from the comfort of your home, your computer, or your phone for the heavily subsidized price of 185 Ghana cedis only. Yes, you heard right, 185 Ghana cedis only. Study for 36 accredited modules and certificates for a greatly subsidized 185 Ghana cedis. Don't miss out on this opportunity to increase your knowledge, increase your employability, and earn UK accredited qualifications during these uncertain times that have been created by COVID-19. No qualifications are required to register. For more information or to register, go to chimeghana.org or call or send a WhatsApp to 059-460-4444. Right, coming up on the Super Morning Show.
Let's not stigmatize people who suffer from leprosy and who have been cured and so on. Let's love them. Let's show them